5.
Gentlemen, if I may have your attention.
All right.
This press conference has been called by Mr. Farnsworth for the purpose of explaining to your readers and general public the purpose behind our campaign for improved real estate conditions.
Very good.
I am John Brighton, Mr. Farnsworth's secretary. If I may, I should like to ask all of you to limit your questions to Mr. Farnsworth, as he is not in the best of health. I did ask him to postpone this press conference for a few days, but he's extremely anxious to see you. And now, if you'll all follow me, Mr. Farnsworth will see you in his study. Mr. Farnsworth, you ready for the press, sir? Mr. Farnsworth?
Anything wrong?
Well, that's strange. I know he's in there.
Well, open the door.
Yes, come on.
Good heavens. He's lying on the floor.
You can forget about your press conference, Mr. Brighton. Your boss is dead.
Take it easy, Brighton. You can't help me that way.
No, I'm sorry, Inspector, but this has been too much of a shock for me. Mr. Farnsworth was like a father to me.
You've got to face reality, Brighton. He's dead, and it looks like suicide.
Yes, but what a horrible way to kill himself.
The letter opener he used entered his heart with a downward stroke. I've sent the weapon to the police laboratory for blood analysis.
What for? It's my letter opener.
It's part of the routine we follow, don't worry.
Well, I can't imagine why he should have taken his life. It's true he was ill, more seriously than he knew, but his doctor advised me yesterday if he didn't slow down on his work, his heart couldn't possibly last.
Are you sure Farnsworth didn't overhear you?
I can't say definitely that he didn't, but I was careful to close the door of his study.
How many keys are there to this room?
Just 2.
Kept by yourself and your employer, I presume.
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
I've got the report from the police lab, Inspector.
Thanks, Sergeant Blake. Blood on handle and blade of opener both type 00. Well, that sort of wraps up the case.
Can't you take the body away, Inspector?
Just one more question, Bright, and then we'll be out of here. Tell me, why did you call the press conference when you knew Farnsworth was so seriously ill?
I didn't call it, Inspector. Farnsworth did. I told you he had no idea how sick he was. I tried to persuade him to postpone it, but he wouldn't hear of it.
Okay. That finishes the investigation.
I still can't understand it. Suicide.
You don't have to, Brighton. You see, it wasn't suicide. It was murder.
Murder? How do you know that?
The blood found on the handle and blade of the knife, Brighton, were both type 00, indicating that it came from Farnsworth's body. If Farnsworth had driven the weapon into his own heart, there would never have been any blood on the handle. The blood from the wound found its way into the killer's hand, and thus to the handle of the letter opener.
No, you don't, Brighton. Get him, Brighton.
Let me go!
Come here,
Well, that sudden fright on your part really finishes the case. It's a switch on the old saying, Brighton. Blood will tell.